It's so good. We're gonna make a chocolate date cake. I made up this recipe about 10 minutes ago, just like I did the last one. Baking is experimental, and I was about to say you can do no wrong. You can definitely do wrong, but I know this is gonna work out. So I have so many dates to use up because they're kind of dry. Baking with them and boiling them is like the best way to use them up. I'm gonna start by taking about 2 cups or 300-ish grams of them. Be sure to take the pits out. Dates are truly just nature's candy. I love coming up with healthy baked goods and dessert recipes, but I don't like when they actually seem healthy. So when I come up with recipes like these, I always get really excited to make them because they're gonna be so delicious. So many of you love those banana fudgy brownies, and I'm so happy. The one thing I hate about dates is that they're so sticky. I'm gonna take about a cup of water and a squeeze of lemon juice. I'm gonna pop this on the stove on a medium-high heat just to get it to boil. I'll reduce the heat once it starts bubbling. This is also a flourless cake, by the way. We're gonna crack in 2 eggs. I don't know, slipped out of my hand. About a half cup of Greek yogurt. I'm also gonna add in a half cup of maple syrup. I'm going to make sure this is enough. We did it. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We're gonna give her a good old whisk. All right, you should have runny, creamy, yellow liquid. Onto the dry ingredients. First step is cocoa powder, and it's really important that it's sifted because cocoa powder tends to be super clumpy and it kind of ruins the batter when it's not sifted. 3/4 of a cup of this. We're gonna take a cup of our almond flour, 2 teaspoons of aluminum-free baking powder, half teaspoon of salt. I am gonna add about a 1/4 cup of milk. Okay, the batter looks beautiful, so now we're gonna go check on those dates. They're boiling quite vigorously, but they're definitely softening up. This looks perfect so far. Just a couple more minutes and I'm stirring continuously. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my baking soda now. This is done. Go ahead and add it to the cake. Hold all that in. Starting to smell so chocolatey and rich. I believe this is a 9" by 9". Just gonna fill it up. All right, the cake looks perfect. I'm gonna put this in the oven at 375. I'm gonna watch it very carefully. I'm back. This was in the oven for 26 minutes. Cooked to absolute perfection. We're also gonna make a fun little ganache to go on top because it's not cake without some sort of icing. I'm gonna melt down some dark chocolate, 40 grams, which is a 1/4 of a cup. So satisfying. I'm adding in about a half cup to a cup of my homemade oat milk. Also adding in some maple syrup, pinch of salt, dash of vanilla. The goal with this is just to cook it for a really long time and continuously stir because it will thicken and it's gonna turn into a very ganache-like texture. See, now it's become very like thick and milky looking. We're gonna take it off. You just look at that. These were on my cooling rack for a couple hours and it's time to cut in. I cannot believe I just made this up. Also, fun fact, if anyone's wondering how I came up with a ganache, I accidentally made dairy-free hot chocolate one day and I cooked it too long, so it turned into pudding. And that's how I discovered that you can turn it into ganache. You definitely learn from your mistakes. I love when